If the texture is done here, I can just put the texture in every version of Pon, and then put that in the mod. Right? And oh, maybe I should make it. Well, if I'm going to make it, modeling time, Pon, you're such a great modeler. You should be a professional modeler. I don't know if. Do you like this pattern here? Or should it like go down more? Like for the mod, I think it's fine. I think it's fine for the mod. Having these big ears, technically, I mean, it's kind of like going against the having the moon shape on the back here. Kind of covers that up. You know, so cute bikini butt. Cute bikini butt. Yeah, this back side of the bikini isn't really covering the full butt, is it? Anyway. Yeah, if you have a game, you can play with this mod, you too. So, I guess I'll go through the outfits in order then. And updating them. So, I guess I made this one first, for some reason. This is the... Oh yeah, that thing isn't going to be included. There. This will be rather easy to fix. Hopefully I feel like I've lost one of the... hopefully not, we'll see when I get there. Because that would mean I have to recreate it, but... that should hopefully not be much of a problem. Cool costume. This is one of the outfits, one of the power-ups you have in the game. Oh, what's with the blushing though? It's so cool, I have to blush. And it was called Face Shift. I don't have to update any of the 3D models, I'm just updating the pictures, which you're going to see in last time. As you can see, the model here is the same. So all I do is put this over and I just update all of that. Not that this matters, but it does make the file size larger if you have to deal with a bunch of extra colors like that. Technically. So, saving the picture, I will compress it the most. It's PNGs, it's lossless compression. It's just that the more you compress it, the longer it takes to save. In case someone were like, wait, how can you compress it more and compress it less? That don't make any sense. Well, it does. More just means a longer saving time. But it is worth it if I'm going to put this in the mod, if, yeah. Although, I think what I should do... Let's see if I can open the other one. Yeah. So I will save this. I should have done this before I saved. Doesn't matter. I'll just have to save it. Since the textures is 4000 by 4000, I'm scaling down to 2000 by 2000 instead, which is more reasonable for the mod size. So I really should scale it down before I export it as the finished texture. So, it's this song. Do 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 do, and then face shift. Boom, beautiful. Do 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 do. Thought I got 500 points and lost 500 points. And a peach. I did it again. I'm late, but still get my bonus. Yep. Nicely done. Oh, just on the way. I'll be done when I've torched that nasty orc. Oh, he's floating out of the way. Okay, let's see. This is military. The military. Just underwear. No, we don't. No, why? We don't not need just underwear. All right, I actually forgot one thing. Yeah. Not sure. That's oops. Only underwear. No. At least I still have my bow on. Otherwise, I would be really naked. Yes, yes, we do. No, we don't. We do not. Whoops, you got underaged. Okay, there's one thing I realized I forgot. Is this one? Was you kind of this one? Was you kind of similar to the other one? You just shadeless and stuff. So I need to also update this one, but it's no problem. Oh, we do not. What, Todd? Man, that's as already floating under wherever the model should be. I mean, sure. Floating bikini. There you go. Yeah, I didn't use that one in the end. Do 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 do. Invincible. That should be a color you should be able to pick, right? Not to be confused with the glass bunny. In many of us glass. The Super Bros theme inspiration. That would be correct. Cole is like, wait, what do you mean? Oh no, is that what you mean? Oh, is that what you mean? I should play this since it's a saxophone. Yes, you should play this one. The original song by T-Square. And not that stupid ripoff known as Super Mario Bros. Overworld theme. Or theme song, I don't know. No, because I don't know that franchise well. Okay, we can lower the volume now. What is just an outline and a light sun reflection? My uncle plays sax. Did you know that sax, or actually pronounced sax, is the Swedish word for scissors? So there you go, some Swedish lesson. I should still play Spyro in Swedish and talk about all the Swedishness in it someday. When should I do that? Should I do that soon? Does that sound like an interesting thing to do? It's for everyone who wants to learn Swedish or just want to hear Ponpon being a nerd. Suited for everyone. I can also provide what the actual translations are used in the game in Swedish. So even if you don't speak any Swedish yourself. Okay, it's doing this thing again. How do you say bunny? Kanin. Fox? No, kanin. Well, Todd actually asked how to say it, not how to write it. That is one of the things that annoys slightly. It's not. I'm not too bothered about using it. It's like, in general, I have no problem with using the word saying, telling, speaking, and so on when you're talking about chatting. Absolutely no problem with that. And if you, but and I kind of don't have a problem with, like, is it done? I guess it is. And stuff like that. But the reason why I only have an issue with using how do you say this word in that language, and then someone replies back with just the word spelt, is that I have seen so many times where someone has, like, it's a very specific thing. Is when, which is a thing I've seen a few times too, is when someone makes a map of typically Europe, because Europe contains a lot of languages, and then, like, this is how you say this word in all these languages. And like, no, that's how you write the word in all those languages. A huge difference. Because then, like, I've seen some YouTubers like, who goes through, like, random maps or something, random posts, and then like, oh look, here is how you say these words and all this, and then you start reading out them completely wrong. So it's more specifically in that very specific thing. So I guess, so yeah. And these same settings. So shouldn't I be able to do that instead? That should be better. There. Fox is rare. Okay, that's what's Oh, how about this? A fox in a box with socks on the dock. Wait, what's a dock in this context? I mean, Oliver could try to translate that, but what is dock? Could you explain that? I shouldn't have abandoned. No, you shouldn't. See? You made rude to me, and then you... Yeah. I could have entered the raffle, yeah? Well, oh, and... Sad to be you. I could have drawn Todd the Fluffy Fox as an emote, but oh, I let it happen. Words are hard, yeah. If like, I understand that you don't need, in this maps example, you don't really need to go into detail and say like, this is how you write the word in all these different languages. Like, you don't have to be like, you can just say, this is the word in these different languages. Like, it's more specifically what specifically this is how you say the word, and there's no pronunciation included. Just specifically that. I know I'm picky, but it's because of all those people trying to read it and just mispronouncing everything. Those people being typically English speakers, because of course most other people, well, because I don't know any other people who can speak English. Let them wait. Who would like? Either it's English speakers who only speak English, or it's someone who speaks English but they know another language, and then you learn English. But then they have the other language, which helps them pronounce a lot of that stuff. Or they understand that pronunciation is very different between languages. They have a different understanding, which really helps. And obviously not all English speakers. I'm not saying that. The English speakers here on my chat are, of course, very smart. I'm not hating on English speakers in general, don't worry. You know what much else is hard? Rock and stone. I guess that is hard. Think of it, patch the dock, the thing boats park next to. Oh. Brygga. Okay. Here. Så, en räv i en låda med strumpor på bryggan. It's a bit weird sentence. What did you say? A fox with socks in a box on the dock? Otherwise, you can't say that the box has the socks. Maybe it's a box of socks and the fox is in it. The fox is not wearing socks. Why is this one like this? So let's group all of these into one folder. So I can then let's call this markings, actually makes things easier. There you go, there's the markings. Picky, fun. I'm sorry. Don't take what I say too serious, but Only. I miss being silly. I can speak. Wait a second. Oh, much better. Wow, that sounds like gibberish to me. Me speaking Swedish? Okay, I guess so. It is a box of socks. Okay. What else? A box of socks? En räv i en strumplåda på bryggan. There we go. That looks better in Swedish. Or it's a fox shaped like a box wearing socks. Yeah, no, it's a fox, a pair of fox in a box full of socks. En räv i en låda full av strumpor på bryggan. Det går var ju happy. I will name this markings as well. And I should go and get some more water, I guess. Those markings goes on the face, and then there's the ears. Let's see in here. Ears. Oh. Perfect. I guess that's all of it. No, the nose is the wrong color. No, I'm trying to zoom in and don't try to edit. I need to get one color, but let me get some water first. Well, I died anyway. This won't do. I suppose I have to loan you a special swimming suit. Oh, are we going to see Clonoa in a swimsuit? It's probably not going to be a swimsuit similar to what Pompon has, though. Oh. That's not even clothing. This was a great disappointment. And even the music cut out. It's just silence. Late. And the attack was apparently active for a very long time. I do appreciate that. Okay, okay. Oh, I was slipped up. Well, it worked anyway. So I guess that's a celebration. I thought I had messed up there.
Are you allowed to touch? Yeah, you allowed to touch it?
Yeah, touch it.
I'm assuming you probably get fined or something. Maybe
Yeah.
something.
Okay, I need to do the squatting. I don't know.
Because
I have to do that every year, right?
Uh-oh.
Why are you ramming me, Kafki? One. Kafki's is ramming everything.
Oh no!
3.
All right.
Four.
All right. Flip me
Something
over.
is-
Five.
something
Oh
is-
my god.
6.
I guess
7.
that could be part
8.
of the challenge
9.
to not get a game hour.
10.
Wow, I didn't know you
Well,
ran.
let's get back to the arch page and let's see what you're talking about while I'm getting a cookie. I'm getting myself a cookie because I'm a sweet bunny. Let's see, the dock at Fox Lake specifically. Rävsjön. Hydrate, posture check. I should do that as well. We're going to have a lot of bikini apparently now. Let's see, redeem the bikini again. Why are you pressing A? Stay healthy, Bun. I'm trying. Stay Bun healthy. Bun healthy, stay. Healthy, stay, Bun. stable. Quote, why are you ramming me, Kafki? Quote, my dick is my pants. Thank you for informing me about stuff I already knew. Bunkin is my favorite. It's the freest. The swimsuit has that too. But I do like that detail. Okay, I need to get the color of the nose. There. Now I can color it. Now it has the correct color. Now we can save it. As happened when I wanted to pet stuff Fluffy Bunny Tummy. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, but you can do it now. There you go. Now I need to open up the face shift again. No, not PNG. Headache. Oh, or you start blushing. Oh yeah, I said too much. I haven't said enough. That's some song lyrics for you. I've said too much. I haven't said enough. Do 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 do. Yeah, you get a lot of funny things here on this stream. Todd, I can see why you enjoy it. Should I call this body? Oh, I don't think it's necessary to do. No, not rubbing, blushing. No, it's fine to rub me too. This one I don't think I'm going to do anything different because I think it's better not to overcomplicate it. There. Save. This one is mine. Complicated. You like to complicate things. Okay, now I will open the military. Since that one has... Since I realized my mistake. Boop. The old one. There, and then same. Wish I could export Polish. I could right click in a folder and export as. Although I do need to. I would need to just get it down anyway. This would be the military. The C and FC. FC stands for fuzz color. It's a feature they have in the game. Coach, I like balls. Coach, I'm a simple bunny. I like balls. Why are there so many quotes saying I like balls? Well, fair enough, I guess. Okay, after that, I can close that one. Now I can update. This will be military. I should change. Doesn't really matter if I do, but replace with a new texture. Oh yeah. If you want to see Pumpanina around the way, I mean, of course you want to see Pumpanina around the way. Then is this one. I don't know why it's looking like that though. Too strong, isn't it? Whatever's going on there. I mean, it is using the correct things, so... Well, I guess we'll just go in here and see what's going on. What was that called? Ragtime, right. Yeah, a black suit, Pon. Why is that blushing? Yeah. Maybe this part here is just a bit too bright. Brighter than I wanted it to be. Although it's a large section now, interestingly. I think okay, I think I want it more like that. I don't know. Wouldn't make sense though. Copy that one. Yeah, that would be good. Same. But I don't need these though. Wait. Resave. And then save. Let's see. And FC. Boom. Back here. Well, this gray part very weird looking there, so ragtime. Oh, wait, I need to replace image. Like this bar. Oh yeah. Black suit, fun. It's a simple one, but I think it's. I mean, it's very easy, just single colored body, but I still think it looks neat. Swimsuit. The bow is set to wrong. So, this swimsuit has to be updated as well. The swimsuit has replaced the pirate, so I have to go to the pirate. Pirate. Well, and this outfit, oh yeah, this. With those. Clean it up a bit. Replace. Replace. So the texture contains a full piece here, but the body is not modeled. But it's like this shaded part there. There we go. Pirate. Sea texture. Where's the difference is black. On the texture, it says princess here. I wanted to have alternative texture for each language and have the game pick the correct texture depending on the language. But sadly, I was unable to get that to work. There might be a way to get it to work. So it says princess in whatever language you're playing the game in. And that would be pretty cool, I would say. And then replace with the new texture. And boom. Oh yeah, and then you got the moon on the backside. Oh. That's not how it's supposed to look. What part is that? Oh, is that? Okay. Let's have a quick correction then. Wait, wasn't that? Okay, let's quickly correct that. I will do it like this instead. Wood bear. Saving, and then I will replace export. Very quick. Quick edit there. Okay, now I can export it. Replace the first one and then the second one. Oops, ended up being wrong. And save it. And now I can update it here. And that should correct that error. Boom. There we go. Perfect. Convenient when everything is placed in the same place. And then the skeleton, which is this, when it loads, there we go. There's nothing to change here. This is the same-ish skeleton. The only difference between this one is that this one is used while getting electrocuted in a level. This one is the actual playable character, and the difference is that the ears aren't showing. Because when you look from behind, you see the ears and they're kind of distracting. So therefore, there are no ears on this version. Ooh. The difference. Here's the bikini. I still have to update the texture though. Because they only updated one of the textures. The bikini was painter. It's the one I replace. That's the best outfit when you are a painter. Neat bikini. What's your job? Well, I'm a painter. Oh. Ah. Interesting. Didn't expect that from that outfit. Yeah, because this one is the one that needs updating. Saved, and now I can scale it down and save over. Oh, that, yeah, I don't think I scaled it down either. Since the textures don't have to be huge. Otherwise, the mod is going to be huge. But we like a huge one. Oh, you did. So now if I go to painter and refresh this, it's just going to be scaled down. Texture is going to be a bit blurrier, but you don't see a difference. It is. If you get close, you can see it. But from a normal gameplay, like normal gameplay distance, you're not going to see it. That's not what it should look like. What? I wonder, no. Why is it? You should have the suit is supposed to be 3-dimensional, right? Although it's here, no? No, didn't I make the suit 3-dimensional? I thought I did that. Let me just quickly check that. Wait. What did I... Wait. Did I open the wrong one? It doesn't change anything, I just have to open the correct one instead. I think I opened the wrong one. I opened the wrong one. For some reason I opened the version 10 when I was supposed to open the version... Okay. I was supposed to open a version 12. That would explain the error with... Okay, now I need to change that back to... Because that would explain why skin set was wrong. But it doesn't really matter. It doesn't change anything. But yeah, now it's actual color here, which is why it looks like that. Doesn't change anything though. I mean, I do have to. Well, I don't have to because it doesn't change anything for the export anyway. But I could change the stuff anyway. The bodysuit was painted on the whole time. Well, I did actually do that originally. Painted on the... That's actually how the bikini still works. But that's how I did the skin suit. Well, the skin suit technically still is mostly painted on except for the neck. Just easier that way. Then I don't have to make 3D models. This is when I did the render. But if you look closely now, this was originally painted on, but now it's actually 3D. Ooh. Keep something inside. Yeah, it evolves when you look on the inside. It's not enough fur that goes on the inside of this swimsuit. And then it just ain't. So 3D, because 3D does end up looking better, because before I actually had the swimsuit painted on too, but it results in everything looking blurry. So maybe I should, probably someone has to remind me, I should make the bikini 3D as well. Because I just make the straps 3D. And then not have it painted on anymore. Shouldn't actually be that much work. So that should be a change I should do. And then skeleton extent, I don't have to do anything to bikini. And then the bodysuit, which again has been re-rendered, so that's why the pose is different. The fake ears. Obviously the best feature of the model, but yeah. So now this is 3D. Ooh, and you can look down too if you want to. That's an interesting phrase. Look down if you want to. Quote, maybe I'm not smart, maybe I'm the fool. Shiny bunny. The suit is shiny here. So the bunny suit is replacing the future outfit. It's called future. So I will go to Coco Future. So yeah, so this one is going to look like the swimsuit where it's shaded. This part is shaded. This is what it looked like that before. Let's do that. Oh yeah, it's this. What do you mean favorite artist? There. Save. Scale down and export. Favorite artist? Yeah, because you always say it's Johnny Bravo. That's why I said favorite artist. Not that he sings you. But I believe, no. I don't genuinely believe it's your favorite artist though. Because there is no confusion there. So, future. This one is updating as well. So many outfits. Oh, there we go. I didn't actually see some white here. Oh my. Goes so high. But not on the backside. It's properly covers. But there's a hole here for the tail. Ooh. And so much of the back exposed. So you can see the moon. There's a tiny bit of white here. Oh no. The whole suit is glued on, I guess. It looks nice though. Oh, the singer, yes. I mean, who else would I refer to when I say artist? Schoolgirl. One Punisher, schoolgirl. Well, I've been a schoolgirl because I went to school and I'm a girl, so. But she wasn't any fancy school with any suits. But even if I got an outfit like that I went to school with, I would stand out and people would probably find it weird. He's not bad though. Well, yeah. I mean, that's why I have a playlist, because he knows how to sing. He knows how to sing. There. That's a bit weird. Oh, look at that. You're an artist. Well, that's fair. I mean, I do. I hope I'm your favorite artist. I mean, I don't have to be your favorite artist though. I can be favorite. I could be your favorite in many ways. I don't have to be your favorite artist. I respect that. I like other artists more than I like myself. I don't hate my own art or anything like that, but I do see my limitations in my skills, but I am improving. I try to be a realist. Okay, time to update this one. Favorite bunny artist. I feel like there are many other bunny artists that are a bit. Oh. Wait, what happened? I said this incorrectly. And it's still weird that it couldn't load that file though. Because I accidentally saved it as a Photoshop file instead of a PNG file. But it should still be able to read Photoshop files. A lot of software can read Photoshop files, which is convenient. Okay, let's replace it with the actual proper PNG file this time. There we go. Yep. Wait, why is the neck pink? Was that like that already? No, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say, oh yeah, originally it was all white, so you couldn't really. No, that doesn't make any sense. Why is the neck pink? Okay, how do I resolve that issue then? Pink Pon, dressed in pink. Oh, I mean magenta. Yeah, that wasn't meant to happen. So why is that not? Okay, let's. Because you wouldn't be able to see any of the. It's not deep enough for the. Okay, so that has to be colored like that. And then there needs to be another one here. There. That should resolve the issue. With the pink part. Not this much in fact. Sailor suit school uniform Pon. That's a long. That's a long name. But yes. That is what it is. Sailor Pon. Just a schoolgirl. Just a schoolgirl. There we go, and then update. There we go. That's what it should look like. I wonder why that happened. I must have edited that and forgot to save it, but that's weird. Done. Here's one of all of these power-ups. Props. It's pretty easy to edit, luckily. This one's called Gravity. It manipulates the gravity. Thank you for that, pets. Okay. Copy that. Alright. I might have missed that on here. On a previous one. I have to check that. And by I have to check that, I will check that right away. Phase shift. From the preview, looks like I forgot about it too. Yeah. No? Okay, that one looks fine. No, that one is great. Huh. No, yeah. That has been adjusted. There. Delete the old body. That one I don't need. This one is the one I need. This one also needs. Need this one. Oop. But not the old one. I must remove this because otherwise it's just additional content for it to compress. Just lowers the quality overall. Don't need that. Also makes the file size larger too. Quote, I was also talking about my boobs before. Oh my. Hello, cats. Blueberry. Okay, now it's on the wrong one. Let's switch to the correct one. There. Do. One thing that actually could look better on my model than the original model is that... Oh, maybe that's why. No, that shouldn't be why. Oh, that is actually why. That shouldn't be why. Apparently, when I saved the files, I decided to... Because I wanted to have the same file as the other file. I'm just saving it as a new form because it's better compressed. And there's no reason to not use it. Apparently, so I just didn't write... I've clicked on the old file with the wrong file extension because it's the wrong format. Erased the file extension and then saved it, which I assumed it would save it with the correct file extension based on the format I'm exporting that. But it didn't. It instead just exports it as a PNG, but with the Photoshop extension. So Blender didn't understand what it got there, but that's also weird because that shouldn't matter. Because all the file extension does, and this is a thing that people don't understand. And also I've seen they will like teach in school too that the file extension affects the files in one way or another. Or like the file extension decides what file it is. No, it doesn't. I had to teach. The teacher is like, no. And all the file extension does is that it shows you like a name of like this is the file type. So so it's kind of like the reverse, but it's not exactly either. It's not the file extension that determines what file type it is. It's a file type that has a standard file extension that goes with it. But I mean, technically you can name it whatever you want. What actually determines what file format it is the content of the file. And that's, but having to check the content of the file when you want to add program to, for example, filter out which files it should show you. For example, if you have an image editor, you might only want to see images. You want to open out any other file. But having to go through every file and checking what content it is to determine if it's a picture or not will take a lot of work. Therefore, they have introduced, since forever ago, file extensions which will quickly tell the system like this is the format it is. Which isn't like, but that doesn't like, but the thing is, a proper software, for example, Microsoft Paint is a proper software. If you take a picture, if you get a proper PNG file, then you change the file extension to whatever you want. Does not matter what it is. Let's, for the sake of argument, say that it changes to MP3. Then that doesn't affect the file at all. It's just that the system thinks it's a music file now, but it isn't. And then in Paint, you choose to open file. You're not going to be able to see the file because it doesn't think it's a picture file anymore. Then, but you type an asterisk and press enter. That's why you're searching for show me all files. It's a shortcut you can also choose from drop down show me all files. But anyway, that way you can see the file, and now you can open it. And when you do, Paint is not going to complain that is the wrong file extension. It doesn't care about the file extension. It opens the file, reads at the header of the file. The header of the file typically, for PNG files it does, it tells you what file format it is. It will tell you it's a PNG. And then we'll see that. Okay, it's a PNG. I will open it as a PNG. It doesn't care what extension it is. Ta-da! And then Coco. So yeah, there we go. Exporting as assets. File extension identifies the data so programs understand how to interpret it. But I just explained to you, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. File extension's only purpose, well, it could have more purposes, is to tell the system what file it is without checking the file. But when you open a file, a proper program should check the header of the file to determine what file format it is. It should not care about the file extension. And there is a reason for that, because the file extension does not tell you what format it is exactly. It will only get you an estimate of the because there are file formats like like JPEG, for example, comes in a variety of versions, but it still uses the same extensions. You can't tell which file format it actually is. You have to open the file, but it will, yeah. And that's a problem with Blender, apparently. I didn't know that because I haven't tried that before. But I know Photoshop doesn't do it correctly, because if you rename a PNG to JPEG, if you open it in Microsoft Paint, it'll handle it perfectly fine. It will see, yeah, it's a PNG file. I will open it as a PNG file. But Photoshop will open it, look at the file extension, which it shouldn't, and then see that, oh, it's a JPEG file. Okay, I will open it as a JPEG file. Okay, the content is wrong. Okay, the file is broken. No, it isn't. So yeah, there we go. I mean, you should keep the correct extensions to keep everything organized, but the extension does not determine the file. It's the content that does. Of course, I just have to say funny stuff about foxes again. Cute Coco, thank you. You say real programs, but what you need to understand is how stupid people are. Well, yeah, programmers are stupid. I mean, I'm a programmer too, and I've done stupid stuff too. Programmers are stupid. Yes, the files only hold data that program enters as it does. Yeah. Microsoft Paint, despite its limitations, if you look at the very technical of it, is a really clever, I don't know if it's clever, it's a really smart program. It handles so many things correctly. So yeah. I'm speaking mostly end users, though, you're right. Yeah, and the problem is that, which I originally talked about when I was doing the education, they were talking about where they're supposed to educate people about how computers actually work, and then they are spreading misinformation about this stuff. And apparently they're not educated either, because the teacher wanted to demonstrate that how compression works, or not how, but that you can compress using the zip format, and decided to compress a bunch of PNG files. PNG files are already, as part of this format, compressed according to the zip format, so therefore you can't compress a PNG file in a zip file. You're not going. I mean, if you take a bunch of files, you might save some space, but it's already, you can't compress the same thing over and over again. So you're not going to save any. And then the teacher tried to compress a bunch of Microsoft Office documents, Microsoft Word documents, which again doesn't work because a Microsoft, here's the thing, a Microsoft Word document, the docx, I think the extension is a zip folder. It's just a regular zip folder containing specific files, so it's only using the zip compressor. So you can open it. You will have to change the file extension for Microsoft Explorer to understand it as a zip file, so you can open it that way. Then you can see the content. It's just a bunch of files in a folder. What am I looking for now? So I don't know. I feel like if you're going to actually teach about this stuff, I think actually teaching what the technicality. But it was a lot of wrong stuff. Like the teachers also had like it's not the teacher's fault fully, but it was also noticeable that the teacher wasn't fully understanding like how to say like full understanding of computers. But it was also that showing like different video cable standards, and like here's the HMI standard and here's the DisplayPort standard, and like HMI came out this year and has this transfer rates and so on, and DisplayPort has came out later and has higher transfer rates, and like you're comparing, you're taking what the list shows when the format originally came out, and these transfer rates are from not when they came out, but a bit of a later version or something. Like if you would, so it's not like, oh, DisplayPort is newer than HDMI, therefore it's better and has higher transfer rates. It's like it has multiple versions. You would need to compare the latest version of both and write when the latest versions came out. And I tried to say that and teacher did not understand. No, there's not just a single version of HDMI. There's multiple of them. Yeah. Us being, yeah. Well, it does somewhat depend on compression techniques as well. Yeah, there are other compression techniques you can use, but the standard one you use in Windows is zip format. But yeah, you can use WinRAR and 7-zip and a bunch of other compression formats, and there are better ones that can compress better. But I guess the zip format is like not public domain maybe, but like open source or something. And it is doing good. I guess it's not the best compression, but it's good enough. It's better to use it than not use anything. And it's easy for people to uncompress it as well. It doesn't matter what device you have. Most devices should be able to uncompress it. And that includes Android devices as well. Yeah. Well, I guess I have to manually type the extension then, just so Blender understands what it is. Another issue is also that a lot of, when they decide which file extension they want, they often limit themselves to 3 letters. Which is fine sometimes, but to avoid collisions, because the file extension isn't that useful if we're going to have a lot of files with the same extension. So to avoid collisions, use 4 or 5 letters. And in someone might say like, well, there's a risk that this file format might not work on older systems. Microsoft have been using four-letter file extensions since whenever they introduced the Microsoft Word of format something. Really old format when it did docx format. Like 2000 or something. And if you have such an old system that cannot understand a four-letter file extension, they probably will not understand any software that will use this file format anyway, so it doesn't matter what I would say. So, new. Oh, no, wait, I need to. I'm nerdy. Old format. Old format. There's an old Microsoft format and there's a new Microsoft format. Where's... Oh, I said... Oh, I said them wrong again. Keep saying them wrong. Silly me. And then this one. No. There. Now it's great. Update. Boom. I'm curious though when it comes to the Coco cosplay. Because one thing I want to do with the water cosplay. Because as we have water cosplay here. I'm thinking about just doing the instead of actually having Ponpon's normal patterns, I will just make the fur color beige like it is on Water Bunny. For Rabbi Robo, the body is already white, so that's not going to be changed. And same thing on the Lolly Dew. The normal body color is white anyway, so I'll keep it as is. But then the question is, when it comes to Coco, should I just use Ponpon's regular color scheme, or should I actually color this as Coco's fur color instead? Say hi, Viban. Thank you. I'm just curious because there you go, 25 points. Because the I would put these cosplays as a separate section. Then I would go for Coco, Bianca, and Isabel. Maybe I'll write that down as a note to do then. And I will consider it. Change fur color on Coco, Bianca, Isabel, and then make a bikini 3D. Should do that too. There we go, I got some notes. Good. Because I do have Bianca here too. Okay, I'll put those to the side and then Isabel. I made all three in a row, I guess. Go directly to Cellini. Although we're going to have some ads, so be right back. Well, that happened. Well then, let's show why it does that. Because it's supposed to preserve it. It just came back and that's why it's disconnecting. No worries, I'm still here. If I'm not here, then I'm in your dreams. His texture looks interesting. Wait, I need to. There. See? Now I'll save it. So, how does it look now? Why is it going so slow all of a sudden? I should have a bit more space. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. The default dress, I think like, I feel like it kind of should be a different color. We play as a king. And I heard you have to come up with something for evil Pon as well. How does evil Pon the Dream Bunny work? How to look through the offline list to find stream. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Why it like disconnects everything. Because normally when it disconnects for a short moment, it should reconnect to the stream as nothing has happened. Bright eyes and that bunny. Doesn't look as bright in the game now, but yes. That's for a moment though, because it had to restart the stream. And I got this outfit. The face doesn't look like that though. It just looks like that because only... It only shows one of those. I might be able to set pace. Wait, I might be able to wait. She needs to see you. Blender is in Blender shader scale texture. There it is. The thing I'm looking for. Texture coordinate. That's not the one I'm looking for. Texture or that's the one I'm looking for. Mapping. Surface 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Scale it up by, wait, it should be divided by 8. Okay, didn't like divided by 8. Now, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why is it off? Yeah, computer pun, yes. Is this correct? It's very hard to see. Wait. Oh yeah. The scale is correct, but not the position. For some reason. Wait, everything's set flat. And it is flat until I apply this one for some reason. Yeah, anyway. That's basically what it looked like. Cute idea though. Its animation is really cute. Wait. I mean, yeah, the face is animated. But, so what I really wish to do is for the, if I could make the face change expression depending on the, depending which animation and where in the animation it is. But sadly, the material has no information about that, sadly. Because that would be perfect. So I could animate the facial expressions. Magic girl. Here's a regular face being sad. Now, yeah, the idea with the sad face was because this face should show up when you die and become an angel. But that appears not to be the case because of one bug. Which, as far as I know, is not my fault, because although I haven't checked. That is because when you die and become the angel effect, which is that's meant to show. It uses the default outfits texture. But when it comes to this robot, it would make sense to change the color too to match Pon Pon. But at the same time, like the color scheme is meant to represent Pon Pon. What I could do maybe is making the white parts purple, but then make the pink part white, which represents Pon Pon's tummy. It's meant to represent the dress, but yeah. Off. I could try to make a second version of it then. And just to see how it turns out. Okay. Not mesh it. Like that. Legs, okay, as they are. Arms, okay. The fingers, however. Okay, it's over here. Magic girl. Coach, I'm going to throw my balls on you. Watch out, Pun. What do you mean? I'm going to call you Pun Pun all of a sudden. I'm Pun Pun. Smacking giggle. Or even will let me see it coming. We'll see how this looks in then. That would be like that. I guess that can remain the same. What is it? This is an alternative color scheme. I have the original there still. In case we don't like the new scheme. We can always go back. See what coming? No, nothing. There's nothing coming your way at high speed. Hmm. I mean, I could, yeah, because I could still keep the body white. Since it's meant to represent like a robot. Still 25. Oh, is it bugged out now? It usually doesn't bug. No, it shouldn't bug out. No, it says the stream isn't live, but it's strange because it did. Oh, now the stream is on. Because I did get a message that told me that it's gonna that's whatever. Because it said that the stream is live and it sent that message, and when it sends that message, it should set the stream to being live. But whatever. Well, how is it supposed to work now at least? There we go. There you go. It's more like an Apple phone, though supposed to have this two cubicle. Yeah, it's meant to... It is meant to represent kind of like a computer screen. Okay, one thing I could do, and why don't I just do that instead? So instead of this color scheme, I'll change it. I'll try another second color scheme. So instead of that, oops, forgot to change color. I'll go with that color. Old school screen, exactly. Yeah, it's since flat AF. You want your robot to be flat AF. 26 points. Yeah, what's the point of having a punt bun if she isn't flat AF? Not sure why I have the monitor separate. Okay, let's try this color scheme then. Purple there is, come on, switch key. Meant to represent, there you go. Meant to be in the green body purple. Looks a bit odd. But maybe that's just something to get used to. Dark freezer. Oh no. Yeah, one thing making Apple fall worse than pointer flat AF. Oh yeah, right. You don't want them to be flat AF. You want point to be curvy. And then we have a fake pot. Beautiful fun. Okay, I don't know what to do with. Probably keep the robot as is for now. And I have to figure out. I have to figure out something later. Why is the lines not going all the way to the edge? Oh, whatever. No, wrong. Quote people like Bumpy Pon Pon. Oh yeah, because switch please. Even the robot got boobs. Anyway, fake Pon Pon. I wonder if I should do something with fake Pon Pon. Which would be the one listed as fake. If I do like... No, if I did like black markings, that would be way too much. That would be a huge difference. Oh my. What flesh to grab? What is he referring to? An invitation. That would be a huge difference. That's what she said. Well, I guess you should save that quote then. Type exclamation point add quote and then the text you want to save. Silly you. So you can call on that quote later on. Because we're here to make... Oh wait. That's not what I'm supposed to do. Be right back. I'm going to my doctor's appointment. Ooh, I hope it's nothing bad. And just a regular checkup or something. Well, I wish you the best. And everything. We are huge fan. Thank you, Yaneto. Oh yeah, I was meant to ask what bots do you use? I'm using DreamerBot with custom commands. So the quote, it has a quote system built in, but the okay, let's start with this. The way you can call on a command and how it doesn't try to avoid repeat commands and stuff, all that stuff. I've built that myself. And there we go. Fake green Pon Pon. As I said, like, if I do the markings black, that would be a huge difference. Too much of a difference. Quote Pon Pon is thick. But I could try. Or what I could do. Quote, you're not weird because you're old. You're weird because you're weird. And you're also old. They are weird in the Pokemon universe. They are weird. Not sure why I'm using different shades everywhere, but okay, let's see what I can do here. This is going to be interesting. Quick test. There. Looking a bit crazy at the moment. Yeah, I mean, as a test, I guess this works. Even though there's some discoloring, but that's fine. I can do that properly next time. I mean, if this looks good. Let's see. Reload. Oh yeah. Okay, this coloring is a bit crazy, but but what I'll focus on is the black markings. I think the black stars kind of works, but the black hands and feet, I don't know. That seems a bit too much. Yay! Do you like this? Okay, what if I can quick? Or should I keep the hands a bit black? Do you like it black? I want to see the green spot here. I want to stay. I keep it like this now. Black on inside, but pink panties. Don't look at the panties. What do you say, Rimian? Black tail. Oh, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll not keep these, but maybe I'll do it black, but properly. Black hand just brings to mind Command and Conquer's notes black hand. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Black hand in Command and Conquer. Maybe fake Pon works for black hand. I think it looks good. Good. What are you talking about? Bushy eyebrows are so silly. Well, that's what the original looks like. Okay, so thank you for your input. I appreciate it. What if I just completely invert it as I'm doing that? Okay, it says that it's using this fill. I mean, but clearly it isn't. What is going on? We'll close the file and reopen it. And see if that resolves the issue. They don't. Black Hand is a sub-faction of the Brotherhood of Nod. I see. Think they didn't like AIs and whatnot. Maybe I agree with the Black Hand. Let's bring back the Black Hand. Why are they still showing up as white though? Why can't I change the color of them? Because they, oh no, I see. All right. This is why I can't change the color of them. Oh, I was confused there for a moment. There we go. But these files should be separate. That does color all of the stars. Except for... these special markings on the body. There we go. We had a momentary moment of confusion. There. The AI they speak of is not what we lawfully call AI now. No, but that's for the future. See, there are it's representing the future. There we go. Now the markers are properly black. But the ear. Maybe just maybe I do the same with the ear too then. Oop, like that. Okay, that's probably easier just use the same color here actually. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. There. That one. That one. Why do I just feel like I miss? No, it's the ears. Alright, I forgot to put the ears. Oh wait. I have to fix that, so now I want to. That. That. Let me check here. No, I did color that actually. Nice. So, with that, now this will look interesting. But we're talking about my underwear. Sure, whoa. I mean, in every outfit, if you're very observant, in every outfit that has a dress or skirt or underwear featured in it in some way, you're going to have the panties featured. So because it needs to be part of the texture, because how else are you going to see it if you were to peek under the dress? Okay, now with proper markings. Now let's refresh this. There we go. Yeah, this looks better. Now we don't have these weird effects everywhere. Sounds like I want to make the nose black too, but I don't think it's gonna look weird now. Fake Coco. I don't think. Actually, they did change, but that's later. That's actually not. Maybe we just keep it as a reference to Fake Coco. Then they improved the fake versions of Crash and Coco. Can't argue. But yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Here's a good one. It's Dog Pon Pon. Look cool, this Dog Pon Pon. And she got paws. Yeah, but she got beans. Here's a bit weird looking at me. Maybe it should be a bit smoother. But anyway, I made it's just normal mapping anyway. I did my best. Can't ask you too much now, can we? Christmas with beans. The rare Popper Pun Pun. I mean, unless you were here the 1st of April, then that was a Popper Pun Pun as well. Let's make it magical girl Pun Pun. I mean, dream bunny Pun Pun. Dream dog Pun Pun. Dream doggo Pun Pun. Which one is it replacing? Biker. Shame we didn't. No! And I said not again! What did I do to deserve these? So rude. Why is everyone so rude to me? What have I deserved to have this happen to me? Oh, it's back to normal. Blush. That was a blushing moment. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Because that would be embarrassing. I'm not asking for it to happen again. I'm just seeing if it would happen again. I guess it can't happen within... Okay, I need to figure something out with the ears then. Do I? Let me quickly check what the U mapping is like. Because it is kind of doing the same thing. Okay, let's just copy. And then what did I copy it here? Unnecessarily there. I could do that, but then I do have it would need to have the same thing on the other side. Oh, I don't have the... Oh. Annoying. Let me quickly export. The UV map. So let's see what I'm doing. Okay, so I have to import the UV map Quote, I'm dragging the bird's butt against the ceiling. There. Because it would make sense to have this part. So like that. Come on, there we go. And then I'll basically just have to make sure it looks good at the end. No, I'm trying to make a selection. That's because of those. Reading it the wrong way. But why not? Delete those. And there's no point of keeping these part here. Wrong color. This just complicates the compression, I guess. Hopefully this works. And in fact, I should check that. Drawing in a butts against. Okay, I can see that. We go back here. Let's see this one dog turn dream bunny. Huh? There we go. Ah. Well, this worked. But why did I accidentally put up? Yes, I did. I've done the same mistake on it. Okay. Good thing I saw it. And I was comparing the situation. Oh my. Not sure why this stat is an issue. Oh, but Bonbon looks so cute with her tank top and shorts. So you can have a glimpse of her tummy. Come on now. There we go. Okay, now I need to start it up again. Now my tummy's showing. Oh, okay. What I tried to do was this part is accidentally incorrectly colored. Here. It's the limit I want the air to have. So the only start. Which also means that need to update all the older ones, but that's fine. I'll go to that later. That's no problem. No problem. I've been going for 5 hours now. I think they want to if I should take a break or so. Well, let's just save this time. Because it did the same thing again. Quote, Pon, you like balls, not this many. Pon, you like balls, not this many. Good progress today. Thank you, Cold. There's an option to just press duplicate, which is safer, I guess. Don't use the other technique. I wish I could use the other technique too. But anyway, that means that I can now copy this over like that. Delete the other one. And then here. That was the issue with the other one. Then I'll copy these over. There. That should do it, hopefully. Saved. There. Close. Now if we go back here and update this. There. Now they have these white tipped ears. And if you look carefully, you can see the pink part inside it. Oh, I never verified if that's merged up correctly there. It was the very thing I was supposed to do, but I got distracted by other areas. So I guess this one should be moved down. Let's fix that then. That bar should be moved down one. And this side should be moved up one. Instead of guessing, I should just... Oops, I was about to save it as local version. Whatever. Whatever. It's done anyway, it was pretty quick. Okay, that's like too high instead. Adds. Okay, I should get some water. One more. Just one more. That should probably do it. Yeah, no, I can't see it. I don't know how to say it too. thought I was going to need to move it in more than 2-step, but I just... 2-step was just alone too much. Oh, I should need half a step. Anyway, let me get some water. Okay. Oh, I didn't change page. Oh, whatever. I guess could do that. I wonder if that helps. I mean, it did help. £30. Nice. You have done good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, with that, I'll save texture. So I can export it at its proper size. And at its proper size, I meant to save it as small file size. Now, yeah, a lower resolution which will run at, yeah, no seams are showing. There we go. It's Doggo Pon Pon. And yeah, I've also got a doggo tail here, but I guess I'll fix the doggo tail. Because it is neat that it actually has this pattern to it. But it's not what I want. Why have I placed the tail there? Oh yeah, isn't that... Wait. I saw avoid the normal mapping on it. I see. I see. Well, let me fix that then. That's no problem to fix. I'll just add a new group I call tail. Looked a bit neat, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'm thinking of the hand pads. I appreciate it. Oop. And then the question is just how high it should go. Should be somewhere. Or alright, that's no, that shouldn't be. Yeah, well, that's going to be an issue too. I need to fix that as well. Thinking with flashes, did you get any interesting flashes? Or just some boring ones? Gotta move, that's all that matters. Tommy. That shimmer I got it here. No? Wait a minute. Ah. Now take this. Yeah, there we go. There. Now that should be correct. We'll have to copy that over to this one as well. I don't have to change any colors because colors should already be correct. So there we go. Because to fit the tail on, because I've removed the polygons that the clothes are covering up anyway, which meant that on the which means that on the texture you're going to have this upper part here and then going to have the tummy there, and there's just going to be a large gap in between. But so I just on the texture move the tummy up, but then I had to copy over all the textures and then make sure, yeah, a bunch of it works. This is correct because you should be able to see this here. I actually see a bit poking up there. And the tail is now completely white, which looks better than what it was before. Also now you see the moon unobstructed. It's kind of a bit low, but whatever. Whatever, too late to change now anyway. Nice, nice. This one would also be quite interesting to, because this is one, because as I mentioned that the arms are using the same part of the texture, same thing with legs, but for this specifically it doesn't, because otherwise you wouldn't, otherwise you can't have a thing show up on one side but not the other. This is an interesting one. So let's open a dinosaur and have a look at what it looks like. Alright, it was one of these. It was this one I actually lost the original picture for. That's a bit of a problem, so I can't do this one. Okay, I have to... Because I don't have the original markings then. It's not going to be too much of an issue actually, because I can... Well, there's some work here, but for example, I can take all of these. This will be the clothes. So I'll call it clothes. And the rest is just the body, so now I just need to filter out the markings, which should be easy because the markings are one color and the body is another color. So I pick the green channel, which gives the highest contrast. If it does have shading. Ha, okay, wait. Well, I can actually deal with that. Just in a different way. Okay, color everything I don't want to keep. But luckily the eyeshadowing does not affect the eye markings. Quote, I go to the store and stick them in my mouth. Fun. Hug, craving is part of a warm hug, spreading sweetness and joy. Thank you. Bohemian is the best. There we go, and then apply like that. And now these markings are applied to the body like this. Let's add that. Actually, before I do that, for some reason I enabled that. Why doesn't it have a soft version of it? Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Good. Something like that, maybe. And then here. Streamer timing issues again? As usual. Anyone surprised? No. Okay. Oh, I see what. Okay. It does have its cutout here for a reason. But it did cut out before. Which I don't have here. No problem, I'm going to update these anyway, so. Wait. This one. There. Think of the headpads. Yeah, that's better. There we go. So we'll save this. Done. And now I can save the shame I lost the original files, but that's fine. I lost them a long time ago. It's the only one, as far as I know, that I don't have the original files for. But I did my best to recreate it then. It should be very good. So if I then now if I, for example, zoom in, see what that looks like, then do the replace. Yeah, don't even notice the difference. But this is where the issue starts to be, because this here needs to be copied down there. Then I just need the pattern. Anything now. There we go. No problem. I'll just with that. Copy that. Copy that. Copy that. And then it will just be moved down there. I'll just make a few adjustments. Quote, thank you for all the touching. Font one is nice, she thanks you for touching her. There. Okay, so it's this one I should. Like that. But that's the legs. Now you just need to do it with arms. And it should just be one arm. I have to select both arms, but it was only one leg, so I'm not really sure what I'm talking about. No, you see, Ponpon has two legs. Yes, Ponpon has two legs, but it was only one leg I had moved. Just one arm, one leg, yes. I guess what I try to say is that the arm is just one piece. It has one seam and is unfolded, while the leg has two pieces. Not sure why I did it like that. They've done the leg in one piece too. Latent logic. Got a peach. Quote, I want another line because I love lines. Hello. I'm working. I'm updating my model. So I can delete those. What should I call this? Limbs. That's a good term. And since the colors are the same between C and FC, I can just copy these over without having to bother about any. Having to worry about that. Yeah, it's only that I really need. And this one should be placed here. There. Oop. Very cool. This is all I need, and now copy this over to the other one. Save, which I should have done before I copied it, but whatever. And now, should export it again, and this time. Wait, I'm not done yet. I've got one more, and oh, it's just okay. No, I don't have to. Okay, yes, makes it easy. Since the hand doesn't have a pattern on it, it's just a single color, and it's there here. That makes it pretty easy. Oop. Done. Good. See, I thought about that. I mean, well, otherwise I would have exported and then realized it, so it wasn't like a huge loss of time, but now I can export it. Magical girl. It is a beautiful outfit. I really like it. There. And now let's go and see how it looks. So yes, it's like that part and that part is wrong, update, and now it's fixed there and there and there. Perfect. Oh no. Actually it isn't fixed because I didn't copy over the stuff. Oh. Well. That too. Thank you for telling me out. Was there to I gave me the outfit. Quick and easy fix. Since I'll just copy all of that. There. That's it. Would have been weird if the stars were missing. Wouldn't it? It looked weird when they were missing. There. But maybe this outfit is enough then. It's getting tired. Need a few more updates to do. And then I should make new outfits. Gucci. He's a fix for pun. Yeah, I mean, I know how to put the. I made it so it will be easy for me to. Well, technically, I could just have not cover the whole arm over. But whatever. Now I got to update it. Now the stars are there, and you can see the moon on the backside. Yes. Easy fix. Well then, shall we say that? I guess quite at least I did skip the cosplay still, but it's not. So it's like halfway, I guess. Moon or a banana. A banoon. Yay! Okay, let's switch screen then. It's going to be amazing. The only thing I'm really missing though is the down arrow that would indicate that there are more outfits to shoot from. It's a shame. I just hope that someone is able to implement something like that. I don't know how to do that because the game itself already has the down arrow in some menus that indicates that there is more down, and that's all I need. That's all I need. Or maybe it's a secret for those who actually press down on the last part and go even further down. Let me get part of warm heart spreading sweetness and joy. Now, shall we visit some lovely people? You know what? What if we say hello to, I don't know, Digalisian? Wait, it's been forever. Also, Digalisian's been going for 16 hours. Are they okay? Maybe we should go and see what's happening? Why are you streaming for so long? I'm on lunchtime to go to the store because next. Yeah, because we're going to have a yes, let's rate because it's been a while since I rated in to Digalisian, who is a very lovely person. I was trying to remember what animal it's supposed to be, but it doesn't say. Well then, I guess that's a secret. It does a plural in the tag, so I guess they, them is the pronoun to go for. But still, it's always a safe bet. But anyway, I did reach the 100% in Tasmanian Tiger, which is great because then I can play the second time. Then on Sunday, I'm going to have that race with Stamp again. I think I forgot to post that on the server, but I'll post that. It's just like a 1.5 hour race, probably 1 to 2 hours depending on how fast it goes. I will again do my best. I won the first game. I mean, we did on the remake, but the loading time kind of ruined that. I mean, technically, Stamp won, but was also kind of ruined it. Let's go and say hello.